Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm continuing my Marvel Champions series. We are still in the Mad Titan's Shadow. Scenario number 2, Tower Defense. Ebony Maw failed to capture the Power Stone. Did he? Not really. I got my ass spanked in the last scenario, but we're just gonna pretend it's fail forward in that through the different timelines, we're in the timeline that I did win. So, and easily. I actually took no damage the whole time. But in an unexpected twist, it was delivered to Thanos by Loki, the god of mischief. The outcast Prince of Asgard also revealed to Thanos that the Reality Stone could be found in Avengers Tower on Earth. But will it? Who knows? The Mad Titan immediately ordered Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight, his two most trusted generals, to attack the Avengers and seize the last Infinity Stone. Now it's up to Earth's mightiest heroes to protect the stone and their home from the Black Order. Okay, so this one is actually kind of similar to the Wrecking Crew in the sense that there are two main villains and two main schemes. We have Under Siege and the armies of Thanos. So, and Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive, both respectively 16 and 18 health. And of course, they have two stages, unlike the Wrecking Crew, who only have one each. So basically, both schemes are in play at the same time, so they will both tick up. But there is one that has this focused defense on it. And the focused defense, so these are tied. So Corvus Glaive is tied to Armies of Thanos, and Proxima Midnight is tied to Under Siege. But the focused defense card that's tied to this makes Corvus Glaive the active villain. So they're the ones that will basically be the one that's attacking and doing stuff. So, with that being said, let's take a look at Corvus Glaive and the armies of Thanos. Corvus Glaive directs his forces from the front using his tactical genius to counter the Avengers' defense. Force interrupt when this stage would be completed. Remove all the threat from this scheme, then deal each player one face down encounter card. And the focus defense that's on it is the villain who matches the attached scheme is the active villain, and force response after the player phase ends, attach this card to the other main scheme. Oh, after the player phase ends. Okay, so that'll go over there. Then we have Under Siege. Whoops. Proxima Midnight leads the Black Order in a direct assault on Avengers Tower. When the stage will be completed, remove all threat from this stage instead, then deal 12 damage to Avengers Tower. Nice. And let's see. Proxima Midnight has one scheme to attack. When Proxima Midnight attacks you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower, or Proxima Midnight gets +2 attack for this attack. And she cannot be defeated while Corvus Glaive has any hit points remaining. Which kind of sounds confusing at first, because it's like, okay, well then, what happens? But pretty much if she goes down to 0, then you also have to defeat Corvus Glaive before they go to their next phase. Corvus Glaive is the opposite. He has 2 scheme, 1 attack. When after Corvus Glaive makes an undefended attack, discard the top card of the encounter deck, deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower for each boost icon on that card. So they've mentioned Avengers Tower. That is right here. This is our home. The unique rule does not apply to Avengers Tower. So, like, because it has like the icon, we have like the Avengers Tower support card can still be in play if we ever bring them out. Forced response, after damage is placed here, if there is at least 18 damage here, remove all of it, then flip Avengers Tower. So this starts on the stronghold. Essentially, this is how we lose. If it gets flipped, it goes to the damage side. And then if there's ever enough damage there, then we lose. Which is probably going to happen. But we also start with the Black Order Besieger. 1 scheme to attack. After Black Order Besieger engages you, choose to either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower or deal 2 damage to your identity. I don't know if that applies during setup. Let me check. Oh, look, it's Ebony Maw. Also, I need to read the thing, the comic. So setup. Where was it? Oh, that was on the on the back. But here is the comic. Nowhere. What's going on out there? The landing zone is overrun. Cosmo needs help. I'll deal with the invaders. You stay here. Don't worry about me. I have everything I need right here. Oh no, that was Loki the whole time. In Sanctuary! The Maw has failed, Lord. His battalion will not return. Let us take soldiers to Nowhere. The Power Stone is no longer on Nowhere. I have brought it to you. The Reality Stone can be found within Avengers Tower on Earth. You offer me the final 2 Infinity Stones. What is your game, trickster? I always like to play for the winning team. Also, my brother is among those who guard the Reality Stone. I wish him dead. Corvus, Proxima, take the army to Earth, secure the stone, and bring Loki his brother's head. Avengers Tower, destroy the tower! Alright, there we go. So that now we're all caught up. But, like I said, that was on the setup on here, I think. Wasn't it? Reveals to put into play. Okay, well, that wasn't on that one. Was it on this one? Put each player searches inputs into play engagement, shuffle the encounter deck. Did I shuffle the encounter deck? I can't remember if I did. But I will. I'm going to go ahead and say no, that we don't do those. Because it might have just said, and perform their response. But maybe that's implied. But I'm not going to do it. So suck it. Alright, so now here's hoping that Hulk and Spider-Man could do a lot better. Now, Hulk and Spider-Man, I definitely feel like could wipe the floor with Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. So let's hope that actually turns out correct. Okay, so we got the encounter deck there. I believe I shuffled these. We have Cosmo in here because he was rescued. So first player gains control of Cosmo. And then we also have Save the Shawarma Place. Black Order soldiers run rampant through the city around Avengers Tower, threatening the hero's favorite restaurant. When defeated, each player shuffles 1 copy of shawarma into their deck and flip this card over. Not a bad idea by any means, and the shawarma is very good to have because it's basically 3 of every resource icon. So that definitely needs to be something that we do. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Peter Parker. I'm almost 100% positive that I did shuffle these, but just in case. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we will start with Peter Parker. All right, let's go ahead and do some stuff. All right. Well, that is not a terrible card to have. Okay. Oh, hero form only. Boo. All right. So what do I want to do? I think I'm going to discard this to bring out one of my web shooters. Has 3 uses on it. And actually, I don't even need to discard a card. I'm just going to generate a wild resource or a science resource to bring on my web shooter. And I don't know why I took that off. Has 3 counters, exhaust web shooter and remove a web counter to generate a wild resource. Then we are going to go into sexy hero mode. Those, I mean, it definitely doesn't have guard. So I have 1, 2. Yeah, so we are going to go 1, 2, 3. I have my strength. Actually, let's just do 1, 2. I'm going to hold on to that 1, 2, 3. Then I will use one of my web shooters, which makes the max sense, for 4 to do webbed up. Attached to an enemy, max 1 when attached to enemy with attack, discard webbed up instead, then stun that enemy. Let's go ahead and attach that to Proxima Midnight. Then I can't get rid of this right away. The problem with having Hulk is that he is going to... He can't thwart, really. Let's go ahead. We'll have Cosmo attack, 1 damage for 2, and then we'll have Spider-Man attack, and we'll just get rid of that, just to get rid of it. These guys will not really be doing a whole lot on their turn. So that's it. That's all I got. Now we got... Ooh. Oh. You know, actually, now that I'm seeing... now that I'm seeing Hulk's hand, let's actually do something a little bit different. Let's not defeat him. Probably should have looked at his hand before. And we are just gonna do... We'll do 2 damage, and so we'll do 4 damage to... We'll do it to Proxima Midnight. Knocking her down to 14. Then we will go to Banner. And we'll do his ability, draw a card, then discard a card. Damn. That is... God, his cards are so expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh man, I didn't get... If I could have gotten at least one of his... Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Those are... That's all 3s. Okay. I still... And I'm gonna have to get rid of all of them too. So it's not really gonna matter. Hulk Smash sounds nice to do right now, but... Well, it would be overkill. Okay, you know what? Because I was going to do Thunderclap. And Thunderclap, choose up to 3 different enemies, deal 3 damage to each of them. That would actually get rid of these 2, and I could do 3 damage. But I could just do my Hulk Smash and... I mean, I have to discard cards, so I'll discard that one because it's not going to matter. And then it would gain Overkill, which would be enough to kill him and do significant damage to someone else. And then the only thing that's left is the Black Order Procedure on Spider-Man. Okay, never mind. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to actually, not do the 4 damage to her. We are going to get rid of that one, so that stays the same. Then we are going to do, because drawing that, we're just going to go into Sexy Hulk form. And 1, 2, 3, all 3 having fists to do a basic attack. And Hulk Smash, that gives it plus 10 and Overkill. So it's a 13 damage attack, so that's just going to kill that guy. Then we will do 10 damage to Corvus Glaive. So he's just down to 6. So that's pretty cool. And that is that. So everything unexhaust. Then we will draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch, now I'm gonna get my 2 limitless strength or something. Do I want to keep these? I'm not gonna keep that one. And we will draw 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any interrupts? Oh. Actually, kind of. Actually, this is not a decent, or this is not a bad hand. So, yes. Okay, so these are going to tick up by 2 each. So that's 4 and 4, and they both have a threshold of 12. Then... Oh, after the player phase ends, this will move over to Under Siege. So now she is the active one. So she's actually going to start the attack, and instead, this is going to get discarded, and she just gets stunned. Which means she is going to attack Spider-Man, and she can't, and then she'll attack Hulk for 2. In her attack, you choose to either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower or it gains plus 2. So 2, 3, 3. God damn it. I did get a limitless strength. Oh, you know what? So it's going to be 3 damage, or it could be 5. You know what? Let's actually take the damage, and that will be... So 5 damage, but I'm then going to play You'll Pay for That. After the villain attacks, you remove 1 threat from a scheme for each damage you took from that attack to a maximum of 5. And let's go ahead and remove and save the Shawarma. Flip this card over. Oh, gross. Okay. After Black Swan engages you, discard 1 card from your hand. Okay. We'll do that. 1, 2. I think I can still do some stuff. So she has 8 health. That's gross. Okay. So there's that. Then each of us gets to shuffle a Shawarma card into our deck. And yes, then it'll go to... Oh, that's it. Yeah, then I'll draw encounter cards. Because they both don't attack. I just refreshed myself on those rules, and now I'm second guessing it. Is this nope. Where's, oh, the other Shawarma's right here. So we'll get our encounter cards. I wonder if you're stunned, if you still initiate an attack. I don't know. I don't know the timing on that, like, specifically. So that is Hulk. Yeah, let me double check on the 2 villain thing. Both, yeah, active villain is the only villain who activates during step 2. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I don't know. I'm going to say that she technically did initiate it. She just couldn't do it. Anyway, so now we have an encounter card. So Spider-Man. Treachery, the villain schemes. Do I want to stop that? That's not the worst one. Yeah, so advanced, villain schemes. This could be for 1. And it would go on Under Siege. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be for 1. Okay. So for 1, yeah, I'll do Great Responsibility. Whenever any amount of threat would be placed on the scheme, I take it as damage instead. So that's just 1 damage. And then Corvus Glaive. He gains Retaliate 1. Hero action, take 1 damage and spend a lightning and a fist resource to discard this card. It's Corvus Glaive's glaive. Okay. All right. Well, that could have been worse. I mean, I'm not doing much. I'm really not doing much. I can just do a basic attack. Yeah, and I have to get rid of these anyway, so I'll just discard Limitless Strength and play To the Rescue, remove 2 threat from a scheme. And which is the one that deals damage to Avengers Tower? It's this one. So we will remove 2 threat from here. Then we will have Hulk attack. And let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Then we are going to Spider-Man. Oh. Oh, no, I need... Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. And we will do Swinging Web Kick, deal 8 damage to an enemy. And let's go ahead and just get rid of Black Swan. I feel like you're going to be... Oh, she has toughness. Okay, there we go. So now she doesn't have toughness, and now it's 8 damage. And that's victory. I don't know what the victory points mean anymore. I forgot. So, all right, so Black Swan's out. That's pretty cool. And Do I want to have Cosmo attack? Or... yeah, I might try and level the playing field. So let's go ahead and have Cosmo deal 2 damage to Proxima Midnight. I guess I could have had him thwart the armies of Thanos. It'll be fine. Alright. So now we will get ready. This will move over to Under Siege. Gonna draw our cards. 1, 2, 3. Shawarma, right? Oh, actually. Not. That's actually not a terrible hand as long as nothing stops that from happening. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shawarma. No. 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 Not a... oh, well, actually. Yeah, we'll see. Not awesome, but not terrible. Okay, so this is going to go up to 6. This is going to go up to 4. There's that. Okay, so now Corvus Glaive is going to attack Hulk, and it has to, after it's an undefended attack, discard the top card and deal damage to the Avengers Tower. And he is attacking. He has Retaliate. That's all. Oh, hey. Haha! There we go. Look at that. Retaliate 1. Have no reaction. 2 attack. Yeah, let's see what's happening. So he's attacking Hulk for 2, 3, 4 for 4 damage. Do I want to take that? I don't. Do I? Yeah, you know what? I will defend. So I'm only taking the 1. He has such a high health pool, but then it shrinks real quick. Yeah. Okay. I'll deal. So there's that. Then he is going to attack Spider-Man. And it's going to be for 2, for 3 damage. And did I really get rid of that? I did. That's a shame. For 3 damage. And thanks, Cosmo. You did everything you could. That's fine. And that's it. So no minions. Now we're going to get our things here. So Hulk. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. He doesn't have any, so it gains Surge. Assault. The villain attacks you. Okay, cool. For 2 and 3, 4. Well, I can't defend, so I guess I'll take it. Which means I guess that'll trigger this, so... okay, well there's no boost icons there, so at least I got that. Attached to the villain who is not the active villain, so Direct Assault. When the attached villain attacks, the attack gains ranged. If that attack defeats an ally, deal 3 damage to Avengers Tower. At the end of that attack, discard Direct Assault. Okay, so we have that, and then there it is. There's ranged. Gives her +2. Gross! But that's it. That is it. So now we are at Spider-Man. Actually, what is... oh, that's not a treachery, is it? No. Damn, I keep forgetting about the... Ooh, hold on. Yes. Okay, so the treachery card I actually could have countered. We will discard this one to play Enhanced Spider Sense. When a treachery card is revealed from the deck, cancel its when revealed effects. So that is not going to be damage to Hulk. Luckily, there was no damage to the Avengers Tower anyway. So now it is Spider-Man's turn. Yes. So he has Retaliate, which is fine. Oh, I guess I actually can get rid of that. And you know what? I just might. Oh, and also, they did initiate an attack against him, so I get to draw. Oh, pff, of course. Of course. But I will actually take the damage and discard these two to get rid of his glaive. So he no longer has retaliate. And I'm just like, give me that. Give me your glaive. And he's like, oh, that's mine. Please. I need it. And there's nothing I can do about that. But I actually drew into a pretty helpful card. And let's just go ahead and... yeah, we're going to keep attacking her. So she's down to 11. And I think that's it. That is... yeah, that is unfortunately it. Yeah, I have at least an answer for that. So now we're on Hulk. We are going to discard Genius to play Unstoppable Force, so I can ready Hulk. I don't get to draw a card because I used Genius, but now I can attack for 3, knocking her down to 8. And then I can discard this card to play yeah. Okay. Yeah, to play toe-to-toe, choose an enemy. That enemy attacks you, deal 5 damage to that enemy. Okay, we're going to choose Corvus Glaive. He's going to attack for 1. Add the other villain scheme and attack to this villain scheme. Okay, so 2. So for 3, that's fine. We'll do that. It was an undefended attack, so 1 damage to... okay, yeah. It did not defeat an ally. So just 1 damage to Avengers Tower. That's okay. And then 5 damage to Corvus Glaive, which is actually perfect because that just knocks him down to 1. Alright, yeah, I didn't want to choose her because I would have done boosted that. And while it would have gone away, I want that to go to Spider-Man. That is it. Do I want to swap to Alter Ego? I don't for Spider-Man, I know that much. I think I will for Hulk. So there we go. So let's refresh. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything good? Oh, got my shawarma. Interesting. All right, and then I can do 5 over here. 3, 4. Did we both get our shawarma? Yes! Oh man, that's actually awesome. Damn. Okay. Okay. That's nice. So there's that. Okay, then this is going to tick up by 2, so it is at 8. This is now at 6. And she is going to attack for 4, 5, 6. So for 6 on Spider-Man, going to initiate an attack. That's great. And then I'm going to play Backflip. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all of that damage. So no damage, bitch. That's Spider-Man for you. And then she's going to scheme for... oh, and then Direct Assault goes away. It dealt no damage. Then she's going to scheme for 1, for 3. Okay. Boom. Nice. All right. So now we have our encounter cards. Advance. The villain schemes. Great. For 1, discard 1 card at random from your hand. Okay. That's okay. Shit. All right. That's okay. Then Black Order Infantry has guard, and when defeated, give the villain a tough status card. Okay. You know, not the worst. Not the worst. So now, we got some stuff. Bruce Banner, gonna draw. And discard a card. Ooh, what do I want to do? 2, 3. I'll get rid of one of these. You can only have one anyway. All right. So I can do 3 here. Oh, he does have a way to actually remove threat. But do I want to? Probably. He did get a shawarma, which I've never tried. So I could do... I have She-Hulk. I could try and bring her in. And she could be pretty handy there. Do I want... I mean, I'm going to recover. That's the reason I went into alter ego mode. And I might actually use that shawarma to bring in She-Hulk. And I mean, what's the worst than letting those actually go off? I can't even attack any of them. Oh, ranged is gone. I think I will. I think I'm going to use my shawarma and that to bring in She-Hulk. And I don't actually have to get rid of my cards if I stay in alter ego. Because if they're going to scheme anyway, I mean, we're doing pretty good. She's at 8. I can still have Spider-Man do some stuff. And I can have her just do some... I mean, she can still thwart a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Let's have her thwart. She's going to take 2 damage. Now her attack is higher. And she can thwart for 2. And let's do this one. Knocking down to 7. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's actually stay in alter ego. Because it is now Spider-Man's turn. And here's something that's kind of neat. We can... Did I draw a card for initiating the attack? I can't remember. But it's not going to matter anyway. Because I'm going to use my shawarma to bring in Mockingbird. After Mockingbird enters play, stun an enemy. And she's going to be the one attacking, so let's stun her. Then we're going to spend a web shooter and exhaust that. And energy to bring in Jessica Jones. Got some allies on my side. Okay. This is working out pretty well because I can do 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do 5 damage. But what I think I'm going to do is... Yes, I think this will work actually pretty well. So she's not going to attack, at least on one of them. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. So 1 damage going on Jessica Jones to defeat this Black Order Infantry, which is going to give Corvus Glaive a tough status card, but that's fine because he's at 1. And Mockingbird doesn't really do much except come in and stun for 1, but she'll do 1 damage to Proxima Midnight. And that's it. So still not really big things of attack. I did get 1 off at the beginning, but this will now move over to Under Siege. Chances are that's going to go off. We got She-Hulk, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any interrupts? Not really. Oh, actually, she's not even going to attack Bruce, so it's only going to be coming to Spider-Man. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay, I can make this work. Yeah, I guess. We'll see. So, she's gonna scheme against Bruce. So for 1 and 2, it wasn't an attack, so 2. Then she's going to an attack, which she's initiating an attack. Cool. But it's stunned, so no attack there, so nice. Then we got our encounter cards. Yep. All right. Proxima's Spear gains Overkill and Piercing. And kind of same thing. Take 1 damage to deal a lightning and a science resource. Discard it. Which I might be able to do. So it is Overkill and Piercing. Nice. And then Landing Craft. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with the player who defeated this scheme. So that has 4 on it. Alright. And hey, that actually kind of helps Jessica Jones a little bit. But that's it. Cool. Now let's do some stuff. Ooh. How do I want to do this? Oh. Okay. Well, that's going to be handy. So, cool. I'm actually going to play It's the Power of Justice for 2. To play 4 Justice, remove 3 threat from a scheme 4 threat. Instead, if you paid for this card using a science resource, which I did, because it is a wild. So, 4 scheme. You know what? Let's just get rid of Landing Craft while it's there. And now we're going to bring a minion into play. Nope. 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 There's one. Black Order Procedure. Oh, hey, when you engage, I'll deal a damage to Avengers Tower. That's fine. He only has 3 health, but now I can discard these 3 cards in my last web shooter to bring in Daredevil, which is interesting. I have a bunch of minions out, and I'm not even in the it's not protection. Justice, right? No, Justice is yellow. What's blue? What is blue? What color are the aspects? Leadership. I'm not even in the leadership. So whenever he thwarts, we deal a damage to an enemy, which is pretty neat. So we can do a decent amount of thwarting here. So let's go ahead, and we are going to have him thwart for, let's have him thwart over here for 2, and we'll deal damage to Corvus Glaive to get rid of his tough. Then let's go ahead and we will have Mockingbird. Mockingbird, oh everybody, have you heard, to deal a damage to the Black Order. We'll have Spider-Man defeat him. And then we will have Jessica Jones. She can also scheme for 2 now. Does he have any damage cards? Not really, but that's okay. So we will actually just have her scheme, which is 2, and let's just get rid of this one. Then, that's it. Then we're going to go to Bruce Banner, who will have him draw a card, and, discard a card. Yeah, that's actually a decent one to open up with. I like that. And I think we should start doing some damage. So we will go, I almost kind of want to recover again just to get him up to max, but I think we will be okay. We're going to start doing a little bit more. So it is Hulk's turn. So first things first, we are going to play play the Power of Aggression to bring in Martial Prowess, so I can exhaust this to generate a punch resource for an attack event. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So that way I can use Strength in this to play Suborbital Leap and remove 5 threat. Let's do this one. So we'll just knock this one down to 2. And this isn't going to do anything, but I can do 3 damage over here, and she gets +1 attack for each damage token here, so we'll do 6 damage that way, and that bumps this up to 6 damage. Nice. Knocking her down to 1. So that's nice how that worked out. And yeah, so then that just means pew pew. Knock them both down to 0 to get them both into their second phase. Is that a good idea? Well, that's the only way you can do it anyway. So it doesn't matter if it's a good idea or not. Maybe it's a good idea to have one be at 0, but I'm kind of worried that they'll have cards that'll just be like, and they heal. All right, and I got to discard this card anyway. So now we can unexhaust everyone. I like the street tier. The street tier group over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully, this is a okay. That's a good hand right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this a? This is actually not a terrible hand either. Good. Finally. All right. So this will move over to here. So now they're gonna tick up to 2. This one's up to 4. And Corvus Glaive is going to attack for 1, for 2, 3, for 3 damage. Do I have any interrupts? I do not. So for 3 damage, sure. Mockingbird, goodbye. Thank you for your help. Then he's going to attack Hulk for 1, for also 3 damage. Does he have any interrupts? He does not. For 3, you know what? I will actually take that. Kind of want to keep She-Hulk around because now she's at her max, so now we got to see. Oh, that one's rough. That's a rough one right there. 5 total damage to Avengers Tower. Yep. All right. Then we have our encounter cards. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, hold on. Nope, I don't have it. God damn it. Okay. Well, it's Assault. The villain attacks you, because of course he does. And so it's for 1. And then... okay. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. I will be pretty upset if it is one particular card. Don't be that one card. Just not that one card. Okay, that's fine. It could have been worse. Now I basically have a useless card in here. I could have played... Damn, I actually could... Because I had the Power of Justice, and I could have played my Heroic Intuition for with this 1 card, and still have gotten to do another one. But that's okay. Oh, it's 1 damage. You know what? Let's actually have Daredevil defend. It was only 1 damage. Then we have this one. Oh, hey, Landing Craft. Look at that. All right. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that comes in now that we have to shuffle the encounter deck. That's not great. But we're doing a decent amount of thwart removal. Or scheme removal. Which has been pretty nice. And this is going to go... Boom. Oh, and I actually have a pretty good turn starting with Hulk. That's cool. And Avengers Tower has actually been holding up very nicely. which I'm a little bit surprised considering the fact that we're having to manage 2 separate main schemes. But I did just play Wrecking Crew relatively recently, and that kind of trained me for this. Kind of wonder what would have happened if it was actually these two. Who did I have against Wrecking Crew? Because it went... Was it Magic? Magic and someone else? I don't remember. Anyway, Hulk's turn. So we're going to go ahead and play Limitless Strength to do Thunderclap. And we're going to choose up to 3 different enemies and deal 3 damage to each of them. No minions out, but 3 damage, 3 damage. So that knocks both of them down to 0. Boom. Nice. So now, ha ha ha. Corvus Glaive, it is the exact same. So they have no, except he has 22 health, which is fine. I just need to get a solid Hulk smash. And then she also doesn't have a response on that. So just a 1-3 and has 24 health. Okay. So that's cool. And cannot be defeated while Proxima Midnight has any hit points remaining. Alright. Well, that's fine. Because... Oh, wait a minute. No, I needed 3 anyway. And you are not an attacker. I was like, can I use anything with my martial prowess? Wait! No. No, because I only had 4 cards. Okay, so these are going to be useless. But we will at least have She-Hulk do her final attack for 4. Oh, can I get rid of... Oh my god, I actually have those. That's nice. Well, I'll have Hulk take the damage. And get rid of her spear. And piercing and overkill goes away. He just grabs it and just breaks it. Yeah, so she's going to do 4 damage. You know what, let's do it to Proxima Midnight. Knocks her down to 20. And then Hulk will attack Corvus Glaive. Puts him down to 19. Alright, now we got Spider-Man. Yes. Damn, I wish I had my, I wish I had that, or I wish I had my web shooters. Oh wait, no, I got to draw. I keep forgetting that whenever they attack, he gets to draw a card. Okay, so that does work. No, it doesn't, because my swinging web kick is 3. So we're gonna do swinging web kick, deal 8 damage to an enemy. Let's do Proxima Midnight. Knock her down to 12. Let's keep it a nice solid number. And unfortunately, these don't do anything. There is one side scheme in play. Yeah, we're going to have both of them thwart, which is going to be 4. That will get rid of Landing Craft. Put that minion into play, engage with the player who defeated this scheme. Unfortunately, that does get rid of both of them. And I gotta discard until I get reveal a minion. Oh, hey, look, there's one. Outrider. When revealed, discard 1 card at random from your hand. That's okay. I don't really need them all that much. And it's, okay, Avengers Mansion. That is fine. Oh, you know what? Let's just have Spider-Man defeat him. Get him out of the way. That's nice. That worked out. Okay. Yeah, that's a good turn. That is a very, very solid turn. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Because do I want to scheme? Or do I want to go to Alter Ego? For the extra card on both of them? Do I want to do that? That means who's going to scheme? Oh, actually, I kind of want to. Yeah, you know what? That's going to deal... Oh, God, it's 12 damage to Avengers Tower. That's gross. But that's assuming it pops, which she has the weakest scheme. You know what? Let's risk it. 12 damage actually would still not be enough to pop that. That would only put it at 17, and it needs 18. So actually, yeah, let's do that. Whose card is this? Yeah, so we will do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I might be able to do something interesting with Thwart. I didn't get anything interesting. I actually didn't get anything good. So because of course I didn't. All right. Oh no, it will, because it's gonna tick up. So that's gonna put this at 6 and 7 because it gets one more, and this one's at 5, and this one's also moving over. All right. Well, that's probably gonna pop. Oh wait a minute, no, it was if that happened to go off. But 1, 2, 3, because I don't have anything when they would thwart. No. Nope. And when they would thwart, God, I am just getting. Now I'm getting dicked on good cards, but that's all right. That's okay. Maybe I'll draw one, but did I? What did I say? Yeah, 3. So that's at 4. So it's at 10, and she's gonna scheme again for 1 for another 3. So it puts that at 7. So with that, it's at 13. All right. Then we have an encounter card and an encounter card. Inner Demons, cool. Change form. Hey, I'm already there. Flip your... Oh, change form. Okay. So I have to go to Hulk, Inner Demons, and exhaust your hero. All right. And discard that card. And then Corvus's Cunning. When revealed, Corvus Glaive activates against you. Okay. Alright, it's him stabbing Vision. Look at that. Well, when he activates against me, so I guess that's a scheme. But what does that go on? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see if this mentions it. 2 villains. That's a villain. So, because he would scheme. Does it go on his one? I guess. So 2. Okay, well 3, 4. So that is at. Oh my God, this is off 12, not 17. Yeah, that totally happened. Okay. That one didn't though, but it's about to. Okay. So, not quite sure the order on this. I mean, this is dealing 12 damage to Avengers Tower. So, that happened. And this one pops off, and we deal each player 1 face down encounter card, which I think will be on next turn when that happens. So we'll just do this next turn. Not quite sure how that goes, because that's kind of weird whenever it's like he activates against me, so I guess he's doing that, which means, but if he's scheming, does he scheme on this one? But he's not the active villain, so I guess he would just scheme on that one. Either way, I think it's activating both effects hurts us, because that dealt a shit ton of damage to Avengers Tower, and yes, it needs at least 18. Okay. Okay, So let's see what I can do with Pita Paka. I think, well, I don't need... Okay, can I do... So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, so I can generate a science. And that's gonna... Yeah, I'll discard this one to do... Well, I have to do heroic action. Sure, at the end of the round. Okay. This might be the first time I ever used this character. And yes, they never attacked, so none of their effects went off. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do... I guess I'll go into... And do Haymaker. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Let's do Corvus Glaive. Knock him down to 16. Then I can spend these cards. I'm going to get another face-down encounter to bring in Nick Fury. I think it's the first time I've ever brought him in. After Nick Fury enters play, choose one. He's a G. It should be choose all. Like, it should be all of these. Oh, could I draw 3 cards? Would that be any good? Because I could remove 2 threat from a scheme. I don't need to. Draw 3 cards or deal 4 damage to an enemy. The question is... Okay. There is 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, never mind. I don't think drawing the 3 cards is actually going to be helpful. So I will have him deal 4 damage to an enemy, and we will do that to Corvus Glaive, which is actually pretty cool, because that's going to be... that puts them both at 12, and I can have him attack. He's going to go away after anyway. So 2 damage to her. Then we'll have Spider-Man attack and deal 2 damage to Corvus Glaive. So they're both at 10. And that's it. Then we are going to... Man, yeah, I really don't need to... Nice. Okay, I can do some cool things. So we're gonna exhaust martial prowess to do crushing blow. Deal damage to an enemy equal to your attack. Let's just deal damage to Corvus Glaive, knocking him to 7. Then we can... Yeah, we will discard these 3 cards to play Dropkick. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, and that will stun that enemy and draw a card. So let's deal 4 damage over here, knocking her to 6. And she is stunned. Well, should I do that to... Because he's going to go next. So let's actually reverse it. So he will be at 6, and she will be at 7. And I get to draw a card, which I can't use. So that kind of sucks. I actually would have readied him, but that's alright. Okay, so now we will ready both of them. What's going to suck a little bit is Spider-Man has to redraw, which is going to give him another... he's going to get 3 encounter cards. If he doesn't lose from this, then I don't know what's going to cause him to lose. I imagine if I don't lose from this, then we're going to win. So I'm really wanting to have Avengers Tower not be destroyed by the end of this. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Alright. Shuffle that, then got 5. Anything good? Oh, look, Aunt May. Thanks for nothing. Okay, and then Hulk. 2, 3, 4, he does not have to reshuffle just yet. And most likely we will win next turn. Alright, so he's going to initiate an attack against Spider-Man. Ooh, that would have worked anyway. But he can't because he's stunned. So he's going to attack Hulk for 2, for 3, and it's an undefended attack. And I think I'll defend. So we'll keep Avengers Tower in check. Oh, yeah, it is Corvus Glaive, and so this goes over here. Also, we should probably tick up those. So they're going to go up to 3. Nice. So that was both attacks. Now they're getting these. So, okay. I think, yeah, we'll do it in this. So he's going to scheme. So for 2, for 3, so that's fine. So puts us up to 6. Then gang up, he's going to attack me for 2 and for 5. Hey, look at that. Nick Fury defends. And then Black Order Infantry comes in with a guard. That is actually not the worst. Then a Black Order Besieger. Choose to either deal 1 damage to Avengers Tower or deal 2 damage to your identity. Let's deal 2 damage to my identity. And Direct Assault. That will go again on her, which gives her attack ranged. But I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah. So we're going to go here. And let's just go ahead and 1. Oh my god. It's when I make a basic attack. Alright, do I have to check if Avengers Tower is destroyed at the end of this? Let's see. Damn, if it has the damage tray, record that in the campaign log. Damn. Well, there is a chance, I guess, technically, that, because you can't heal Avengers Tower. Because I do have my Hulk smash, but I can't do it because it's only when I make a basic attack. And I defended against Corvus Glaive. So if I don't defend against Corvus Glaive, then I would have to draw and deal a damage to Avengers Tower for each boost icon. There is a chance that there is no boost icon. But that is a very high. That is a high risk, but I cannot remember, because I've done this whole campaign box before, but it's been so long. I don't remember what happens if the Avengers Tower is damaged later. Do I risk it? What does Spider-Man have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I did draw a card on the initiate attack. Oh, man. Oh, man. But I think to win, I have to risk. Okay, might eat this later. So, god damn it. All right. Well, actually, technically, win. Oh, hold on. So, these were the 3. Sorry, these were the 3 encounter cards, so it actually would have been, I don't remember what it would have been, because there would have been a different attack. It would have been, because this was the one I just drew. This was the one on Gang Up, and this was the scheme, and then there was a Black Order Infantry, so this was the attack. And that is... This was the one he had. I don't remember. what it was. I don't think there were so many cards. He had 3 encounters. He had 2. And one of them was a Black Order Besieger. I think it was his. Yeah, actually, I think it was his boost because there were multiple ones that came out that added her stuff to his. You know, I'm gonna give myself this one. I'm gonna say it went my way, and there's only 17 damage on Avengers Tower. So how lucky for me, and that's back on top. Because that would have been the one that was drawn to check to see if any damage went on Avengers Tower. Look, I got my ass ate by Ebony Maw. Like, you got to give me this one. So, with all that being the case, I'm going to discard these 3 cards and do a basic attack with Hulk Smash, giving it plus 10, and it does get overkill because I have a wild in here. So that is a 13 damage attack. We're going to do 4 over here. So that's 9 damage. And let's go ahead and just... fuck it. We'll defeat Proxima Midnight all the way down to 0. And then we'll go to... we'll go to Spider-Man over here. Get rid of Aunt May, because she gave me my web shooters that came in for 3. Then we will use those web shooters and these 2 cards to swing in with a swinging web kick to deal 8 damage to Corvus Glaive. And that's how we win in a very legitimate Avengers Tower not being destroyed way. So... yeah, it worked. It all worked out. How nice. Cool. So if Save the Shawarma place was defeated, add Shawarma to the campaign pool. If Black Swan is not in the victory display, haha, she is. She got web swing to death. And if Avengers Tower has a damage trait, it does not. Should it? Probably. But, because what happens? Oh yeah, okay, that's it. It's just, if you have Avengers Tower cards in play, then they get removed. But other than that, it's another 18 damage to lose. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one. So cool. Yeah. So next up is weirdly enough, it's Thanos. I always thought that was odd for this campaign. Because it's like he's on the main box and he's not the final villain. It's weird, but this went significantly better than Ebony Maw. That one just went super against me. This one went pretty good, pretty balanced, I think. And yeah, so that's it, everyone. Hope you're enjoying. Stick around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.